Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the foundation of the NFL as we know it. This is not just a rumor, not some idle speculation. It's an exclusive insider revelation that could completely rewrite the landscape of the 2026 offseason. And I guarantee you're not ready for what's coming. You want the truth? You want the real deal? Then listen closely, because what I'm about to unfold loud and clear is the kind of story that makes front offices sweat, agents panic, and rival team executives lose sleep. Right now, behind the scenes in Philadelphia, deep within the shadows of the Eagles' war room, something unprecedented is happening. Phones are ringing off the hook, confidential meetings are happening in clandestine locations, and whispers of an elite, game-changing star are echoing through every corner of the franchise. My sources, reliable, verified, and deeply embedded, just confirmed something massive, something huge enough to shift the balance of power in the NFL. But who is it? Who is this mystery player that's causing such chaos? I can't say his name yet. No. Not until I've set the stage, until I've built the context, until you understand just how desperate the Eagles are for a new edge. You see, Philadelphia's roster, despite its Super Bowl victory, is still incomplete. They've got the quarterbacks, the receivers, the offensive line. Everything looks elite on paper. But defensively, something's missing. They lack that one game-wrecking force, that disruptive presence capable of flipping the script when it matters most. They thought they had it until injuries struck and plans fell apart. The front office has been operating in secret, pulling every string, turning every stone. They've been exploring trade options, lurking in encrypted calls, flying in private jets for hush-hush meetings. They've held secret summit after summit. And no, this isn't just an internal rebuild. It's something much bigger. Rumors of a blockbuster, an historic trade, are swirling around the league and the target. An elite young star, a rising superstar on the brink of becoming one of the best at his position. And then, out of nowhere, the piece falls into place. They found him. Yes, I'm talking about Myles Murphy. The 24-year-old defensive end out of Clemson, one of the brightest, most physically gifted pass rushers in the NFL today. The player who's been steadily rising, transforming from a promising rookie to a game-changing force by the end of his third season. This isn't just speculation, this is verified. Clear, solid intel confirming that the Philadelphia Eagles are actively pursuing Murphy. And the reason? They know they can't afford to miss. They know he's the missing piece to their championship puzzle. But how did it get to this point? Why the urgency? Why the hush-hush? It's simple. You see, Philadelphia's front office, led by GM Howie Roseman and under the watchful eye of coach Nick Sirianni, fresh off a Super Bowl LIX dominance, are eyeing the future with relentless precision. They're craving a defensive revolution. They want to build an unstoppable front, one that dismantles opponents, creates chaos in the backfield, and leaves no room for quarterbacks to breathe. Murphy, with his explosive burst off the edge, his uncanny ability to bend the arc of a pass rush, and his relentless motor, fits that mold perfectly. The buzz, it's deafening. People in NFL circles are whispering that this isn't just a trade, it's a statement. That Philadelphia's brass has identified Murphy as the piece that elevates their defense from good to legendary. And the funny thing, all of this secret maneuvering, is happening while the league's eyes are elsewhere, distracted by off-season rumors, draft strategies, and the usual noise. But behind the scenes, they're cooking up a storm. And I promise you, this story isn't over, not by a long shot. Within the next 48 hours, everything could explode, and the league will never be the same. Because if this trade goes down, if Murphy joins the Eagles' elite defense, brace yourselves. A new powerhouse will rise in the NFC, one that could dominate the league for years to come. Now, if you want all the details, if you want to understand just how perfect this move is and why Murphy is the key to it all, then stay tuned. Because what I'm about to reveal next is the deep dive, full stats, behind-the-scenes drama, the inside scoop on contract chaos, and the scheme that makes this trade a no-brainer for the Eagles. And trust me, you're going to want to be right here, because this isn't just a rumor. It's the beginning of a new NFL dynasty, and it might be happening right now. Philadelphia's current roster is loaded, no doubt about it. Jalen Hurts is locked in at quarterback, fresh off an MVP-caliber season and leading the Eagles to their third NFC championship in 5 years. The offense is stacked, with stars like A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith and a revamped offensive line that's among the best in the league. They just secured another Super Bowl title, stunning the league with a 40-22 blowout of the Kansas City Chiefs. Their future? Bright, but their biggest weakness? Defense. And that's where everything changes. Look at it plainly. Their defensive line, while talented, is missing that disruptive edge. Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis are beasts, but they're interior dominant, more run-stuffers than pass rushers. The linebackers, solid but not game wreckers. And the secondary. Improving, yes, but still vulnerable against elite offenses. The Eagles know it. They've watched the tape, evaluated the metrics, analyzed every third-down conversion they've allowed. They need that one special guy, someone who can get after the quarterback relentlessly, someone who can bend the edge, create turnovers, and make life impossible for any offensive line. They've been scouting, negotiating in secrecy, meeting in private, flying in special agents, whispering into encrypted phones. And then it happened. The call came, the deal was set in motion. They found H.I.M. And who is he? The player who will send shockwaves through the league. Now I know what you're waiting for. I know you want the name. It's coming, but patience. Because I need to lay out the full picture first. You see, this isn't just about one player. It's about a perfect fit, a strategic move that will define a franchise's future, and possibly the NFL's power balance for the next decade. And that player, my friends, is none other than Myles Murphy. Yes, the same Myles Murphy who dazzled at Clemson, whose tape is full of highlight reel sacks and relentless pursuit. The guy who was a five-star recruit, who came into the league with sky-high expectations, and who finally broke out in 2025 with a career-high 5.5 sacks in his third season. Did you know that? That he finished the season with 52 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 3 pass deflections, and even a fumble recovery. His raw power combined with refined technique makes him the perfect upgrade for the Eagles' defensive front. Let me break down his stats for you. In 2025, Murphy played all 17 games, starting 10 of them. He racked up 52 tackles, 28 solo, 24 assisted. That's a significant jump from his previous 2 seasons where he barely reached the 20-tackle mark. His sacks. An impressive 5.5, coming late in the season, especially after a knee injury that sidelined him for part of 2024. His ability to close the pocket, bend around tackles, and wreak havoc in the backfield has caught the attention of every team in the league. And his contract. It's right in the prime window for a blockbuster trade. Murphy's rookie deal runs through 2026, his final year, and the Bengals face a critical decision on his fifth-year option, which is projected around $13.6 million. That's a steal for a 24-year-old pass rusher with this kind of upside. The Eagles see this as an investment, a chance to secure a young star at a fraction of what other premier pass rushers might cost in free agency. Why Murphy? Because he's not just another edge rusher. His combination of size, explosiveness, and high motor makes him a perfect fit for the Eagles' aggressive, speed-based defense. Under Vic Fangio, they're looking to deploy a versatile front that can switch seamlessly between stunts, blitzes, and one-on-one battles. Murphy's style. Explosive first step, relentless pursuit, ability to set the edge, and surprising agility for his size. And when you look at the long term, his potential is sky-high. Some NFL insiders believe Murphy could develop into a perennial Pro Bowler, perhaps even an All-Pro. His ceiling. As high as any young defender in the league. Behind closed doors, the drama is unmatched. NFL insiders from league offices to agent circles confirm that the Eagles' pursuit of Murphy is not just a rare, it's a calculated masterstroke. The league's top talent evaluators and GMs are buzzing about it. One NFL authority who's remained anonymous told me, Philadelphia is quietly orchestrating a future-defining move. Murphy is the missing piece they've been eyeing for months. This isn't just a trade, it's a statement. Roseman is playing chess while others are playing checkers. And the rival teams. They're trying to block it, of course. The Bengals' front office is aware of the storm coming. They see the potential of this deal, but also the risk of losing their rising star. There have been intense negotiations, offers on the table, counteroffers, strategic leaks, trying to keep Murphy in Cincinnati. But the Eagles push, unrelenting. They've even gone as far as offering a package that includes multiple draft picks, young developmental players, and a future first-rounder to seal the deal. What's fueling this obsession? Money, yes, but also the strategic blueprint. With Murphy, the Eagles could shift from a good defense to an elite one. one that can carry the team through the playoffs and dominate for years. That's why Nick Sirianni is reportedly infatuated with this move. The coaching staff, the front office, they all see Murphy as the perfect piece to unlock their defensive potential. And the emotional reaction from the coaching staff, it's intense. They see Murphy as a game changer, a transformational talent. And from what I hear, there are tears, celebrations, and high fives happening behind the scenes in Philadelphia's war room. The franchise's future is being rewritten, and Murphy's name is already whispered in the same breath as the league's elite pass rushers like Micah Parsons and Max Crosby. Let's analyze the financials for a moment. Moving Murphy to Philly would likely mean a restructuring of his contract. His rookie deal is set, but extensions are being discussed. Projected market value? Easily over $10 million per year, probably closer to $12 or $13 million if he continues his upward trajectory. The Eagles could extend him early, possibly locking him in for a 3-4-year deal with incentives that include insane bonuses, guaranteed game checks, performance clauses, and even a clause that pays out if he hits 15 sacks in a season. That would make Murphy not just a player, but a franchise cornerstone. Now, scheme-wise, how does Murphy fit into what the Eagles do? Perfectly. Their defense under Fangio is built around versatility and speed. Murphy's edge skill set, power, agility, relentless pursuit, matches the scheme's demands. He's a perfect 3-4 outside linebacker or 4-3 defensive end, able to line up on either side, set the edge against the run, or pin his ears back on passing downs. He could boost the sack totals, provide pressure on top quarterbacks like Mahomes, Herbert, and Hurts, and create a defense that's feared across the league. Imagine next season, Murphy alongside Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, creating a front four that strikes fear into every O-line. Opposing offenses would have to double-team him, freeing up other pass rushers, like a revitalized Brandon Graham or a newly signed veteran, making the Eagles' blitz schemes even more lethal. Like a perfect puzzle piece, Murphy's addition could unlock the full potential of Philly's defense, and the ripple effects. Rumor has it that rival teams in the NFC, specifically the Cowboys and 49ers, are already mobilizing to counter this move. They're trying to drum up offers, make strategic trades, even leverage draft picks to block Philly's deal. But the Eagles, they're confident. Their brass believes this is a shot at a dynasty, an absolute game changer that could define their franchise for the next decade. Now let's paint the future. If Murphy joins Philly, get ready for headlines. The fans, they'll go into absolute euphoria. Ranks of the Eagles' faithful already dreaming of repeat Super Bowls, of a defense that's impossible to score against. Social media will explode. Videos of Murphy's sacks, highlights, and clutch plays flooding every platform. Billboards, TV ads, massive banners at Lincoln Financial Field, Philadelphia will be transformed into an unbreakable fortress. Statues of Murphy? Maybe. This move, as strategic as it is colossal, will elevate the Eagles into an NFL powerhouse. Their roster, already built for success, will become a juggernaut. The league's best quarterbacks, they'll think twice before dropping back. The NFC. It'll tremble at the thought of facing this new, terrifying Philadelphia front. And behind it all, the masterstroke of Howie Roseman, the genius who's orchestrating the move in the shadows, pulling strings and making history. The next 48 hours are critical. This deal could be announced, finalized, and sealed, transforming the NFL landscape forever. The players are ready, the teams are watching, and the league's eyes are fixed on Philadelphia. And I ask you, are you prepared for what's coming? Because I can tell you this, with Murphy in Philly, the era of dominance is about to begin. The question is, are you on the right side of history? Because once this trade happens, everything changes. The NFL will never be the same. And you, my friend, will say you knew it before it exploded. Stay tuned, stay locked in, and prepare for the epic saga that's just about to unfold. Because this is what real NFL greatness looks like, and it's happening right now.